Hey guys, Justin here from Simplify Investing. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. This is our weekly watch list video highlighting the 5 stocks we are watching this week. First one being Meta, second one being Netflix, third one Nvidia, fourth one AMD, and then the fifth one Coin. Hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, smash that like button. So getting things started, if you guys have watched prior videos, I'm going to break down the S&P 500 here. What we've seen within the past week, what we can expect to see, and really some more escalation within the bank sector. We'll look at the VIX quick, and then we'll go into the 5 plays that I am watching this week. Mainly focusing on SPY here, but there are 5 setups that have potential. What a week it was for the market. If you guys have seen FOMC raising rates by 25 basis points, and no real remarks towards rate cuts. And in fact, Powell mentioned that there was not in their base case to have rate cuts this year, which is something that the market was pricing in. So it spooked the market, provided us with quite a bit of volatility. And now really what's going to happen is it's going to depend on a further escalation of what's going on with the banks and also what's going on with the Fed. I do believe, let me see here what we got next week for economic events. Let's go to next week. All right, it looks like on Tuesday we have consumer sentiment, and then on Thursday we have GDP and unemployment claims, and then Friday we have revised consumer sentiment. So not a huge week as far in terms of economic impact like we had this past week, but getting into technicals here, we're in this daily wedge formation here. So you can see the series of higher highs, higher lows, basically an uptrending wedge pattern here, which correlates with a bear flag on the weekly chart. So you can see this flag here, higher high, wick, and wick here. Now, one thing that I'd like to note is for a stronger bear flag, what you'd want to see is the highest volume here on this pull down or this flag down, and then lower volume here on these 2 bounces. What we ended up getting was lower volume here and lots of volume here on this inside bar here, providing buying pressure here. From a weekly chart perspective, anything under 390, I think we can see a sell-off down into this 385 area here on the weekly chart here, just basically from this weekly chart perspective here, cracking below this in this bear flag, potential to visit down into at least the bear flag low here. From a daily perspective, again, like I mentioned, we're in this ascending wedge here. You can see we're forming these higher highs, higher lows, and so on and so forth. We get a nice 390 pullback here. That is going to be a crucial level here this week. You can see we tested it here before rallying on 323. Let's go to the 5-day, 5-minute. You can see the buying pressure down here. Push higher, spike higher here. Then we come in here. We couldn't even fail or keep below this level during the pre-market. Spike up, pull back, spike down, pull back. So this 390 to 390.50 area going to be critical. As for an upside, this 401 to 401.50, watching this for a reject, also into this 399 area here. But again, nice ascending wedge. Let's go to the hourly quick. Again, this 400, 401, 402 area is going to be key. So you can see the reject, 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 reject. Now what you want to see here is 2 potentials. We reject, take the shorts to the downside, or if we get a strength move above, watch for that pullback for that trend continuation here to the upside. So watching this one this coming week, time will tell with this 401 region here. The first play of the week is going to be Netflix. What a strong mover here. And if you're looking at this from the daily chart perspective, when we've had a market that is weak, we have seen a rally here on Netflix. It was really interesting to see here. Nice continuation move here. I personally want to see this close above this 336 region for a continuation move, potential up into this 348, 350 area. You can see how strong of a level this is here, this reject, and a support before this advancement to the upside here. Tried to hold here, gap down, sold off here. Now we're reclaiming. So eyeing the long here over this 336.86 area for that move up into 350 this week. The second play, going to be Meta. We're in this bull flag type wedge here on the daily chart. Testing this key 205 area. If we do hold and break 205, I think we can see a continuation move to the upside. Really liking this double inside bar here on the daily chart with lower volume. Buyers really trying to break this over 205.38. I think if we do break, we can get a move up into this 211, 212 area here this week on a daily wedge and cup breakout continuation here up into, again, over 205.38, eyeing this up into that 211 region above. The third play, one that we had on our watch list last week, very strong move from 250 all the way up to 275. What I like on this is this pullback here into this 265 area, which is this prior bounce level before this massive move to the downside. We get this break, and now we get this pullback buying here. If we do crack back above this high here at 275.58, I think we can see those 52-week highs here. Lots of shorts likely to hop in on this daily reject candle here. You can see the strength that the sellers had all the way up here, down to here. And a majority of this was from the market. The market sold off drastically after FOMC. That's where this wicked action is. Nonetheless, likely to trap in shorts or have shorts come in here. Shorts are going to be trapped over this 275, 276 area, which can add fuel for that 52-week high movement here. So liking this pullback long hold here in the 265 region, confirmation over this candle high here for that upside movement here on NVIDIA. Fourth one, similar sector, similar setup, going to be AMD. You can see this wicked out of 100 being a massive psych level. Anytime you're trading something near 100, huge psych level, market makers, institutions, so on and so forth, no, that's where liquidity rests. Watching this pullback hold here in this 97.64 area, similar setup to NVIDIA, that pullback hold here. Reclaims over 194. I do think we have room up here into this 104, 105 area. You can see when we crack this, typically up into this 105 area. So a strong hold over this 100 region, eyeing the long on AMD here up into that 104.18 region above. The last play is going to be Coinbase, and it was one that had a strong rally here. We gapped down here on them getting a Wells notice from the SEC, main gap down. The main thing I liked here is we had this huge gap down here. We opened all the way right here, and we couldn't even crack below this strong supply zone or support zone right here from 62 down here into 61. So when you gap down this much, you would think that you'd see some selling pressure continuation. Not the case here. Buyers strongly defending the 62 area, watching for a continuation move up into the 73 area above here. If we do get a sell-off, eyeing this 62 area intraday for a potential bounce move and then that continuation move higher. That being said, that wraps up our weekly watch list video for the week. If you did enjoy this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you are interested in checking out our team, feel free to check out our website at simplified-investing.com today. We would love to have you guys on board. That being said, wraps up the video. If you did enjoy it, again, please smash that like button. And if you have anything that you're watching, have any questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you guys and have a great weekend.